I understand that we are trying to have at least 5 minutes with our buddy Zim WhoDey from back in the Baltimore area. Zim, are you there, my man? You got the good-looking lid going there today. Your background's a little bit different than where it's been in the past. What were you doing? Some kind of construction around there? Did you
Yeah, how
bust
did
up
you?
some
Yeah,
stuff after the Bengals got beat last week? What's the deal?
man, I'm gonna take you on a tour. It's crazy you said that. I'm going through a lot right here. We're doing some construction. We got some things going on. We're just elevating ourselves every single week, Tom. But right now it's a little noisy. I said I gotta go on with Tom boys. They said, okay, well, shut up and go into that other room. All right, so here I am.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you're here. Have you calmed down a little bit from last week?
I'm still a little salty, man. Watching the way this thing is played out, we cannot take for granted games, and I mean, I don't. I hope we can recover from it, but I just think right now we're in a bad, we're in a bad spot because the rest of the division won, and then we lost, so it's really tough, and I hope that it didn't come back to bite us in the butt. You know what I mean?
Do you talk to some of these guys who you've gotten to be buddies with, during the week? Any of the players at all? Do you talk to any of these guys?
Not about football. I think they think I'm an idiot when it comes to football, so I don't really put my expertise out there for that. I ask them how they doing, stuff like that, and then sometimes they give me some info. I did tell the guys that they need to definitely not. I don't think Mixon would care. I told Mixon like, tell coach don't come out there cute. Hand you the rock early. I think he probably would agree with me.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt he would agree with you. The Bengals are a better team the more times Joe Mixon touches the football. I mean, everybody talks about Chase and Higgins and Boyd, and I get it all. And Hayden Hurst looked pretty good there late in the game after, really not hearing much from him early. But if Mixon's touching the ball a lot, it means, A, he's having success on the ground. Chances are they're winning the game. And a lot of good things are happening more times than not when Mixon gets his hands on the ball. Do you expect that he will get it a lot on Sunday?
I think so, and I think a lot of fans are probably waiting for the Bengals to just clobber the Cowboys. I think that the Bengals will be content with knowing that, hey, we're going up against an inferior quarterback. Uh, you just need to take care of the football, and that doesn't mean you have to blow teams out because hot take, Tom. I think the defense might be better than the offense this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, it's one game in, and as far as the first game of the season is concerned, no one could disagree with your hot take. I will tell you this: the thing that worries me, Zim, and you and I talked about this, they need someone on the other side of Hendrickson, and Sam Hubbard has had his moments. He's a nice player, Sam Hubbard. I like his game a lot. He gives you everything he's got. He's a solid NFL player. But I mean, as far as a guy coming off the edge and creating big-time problems as a pass rusher, that's the only area of the team I wonder about. Do you agree or disagree? Because you know this roster upside and downside.
I fully agree. I've always said that all great teams, what's so crazy about this whole concept? Like the teams that we watch win the Super Bowls, we literally watch them wreck a game up front in the defensive line. When you go
That's
look at
right.
that Buccaneers team, what they did to Patty. When you go look at the Eagles team that wins a championship, I know that Nick Foles gets a lot of the highlights and stuff, but the rotation of 7 or 8 guys, and then take it forward to this year. The Bills are going to get a lot of highlights off of Josh Allen. But I'm going to tell y'all straight up, that defensive line is the calling card, and it's what makes them scary. They got 7 guys that I think can start in the NFL, like on any defensive line right now. The 8th guy in Barrett, they didn't even have active this past week. I mean, they got some dogs over there, and I just think that the Bengals don't have a steady rotation of reliable pass rushers. So that is 100% accurate, Tom. We are linked up with that one.
Well, you and I there's no doubt, you and I moving forward are going to be linked up on a regular basis, whether it's here on the program, whether it's on social media. By the way, thanks. You had my back the other day, I understand. Somebody was coming after me the other day, and you had my back. And, I mean, you got, hundreds of thousands of followers, so I sure appreciate it.
Right. I mean, you know what they try to threaten us with, Tom? They're like,
What?
"Oh, we're gonna throw memes." They were like, "We're gonna put memes on you, Zim and Tom." And I was like, "Bring that shit on! Who do you think we are? Me and Tom were built for this type of shit. What are you talking about? Memes? You can't take us out like that. Do you know how we got here? Like, do they know your story? Like, you think you can take us out with memes? Ha! Joke's on you. Here we come."
My man. All right, Zim, we're going to have, before we let you go, this is we close the show every week with the cherry on top. And I want your reaction to this. You're able to see what we're putting on the air, right? You can see it from where you're sitting there. All right, take a look at this and tell me your thoughts.
It's a great number on Golgoski. I thought for sure he was going to fan this off the grass, but this thing is a strike right down the middle.
Work on his spin rate a little bit, but yeah, he threw a strike.
Dropped a let's go on the end. A lot of nerves right there, but I'm sure he's more comfortable shooting than it is throwing it.
Am I supposed to know that? You know, I don't. Okay, he's got the jersey. Okay, I got you.
I mean, that's pretty big time right there. You know what I mean?
That's pretty big time. There's guys that come up there and can't throw that, let alone hit that with a hockey puck. So.
No, I mean, we remember our former mayor here in town, Mark Mallory. Whew. And, I mean, that pitch he had.
How did he
but
look?
You know what? I always loved the way that guy, he immediately embraced it. You know what I mean? He went on all the late-night talk shows. He went on with Letterman. He went on with, back when he was going. And he was able to laugh at himself. And I thought that was great.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to laugh at yourself.
Man, I'm going to tell you, I saw him at the tailgate over at Bengals Gym. He was doing his thing. And I'm going to tell you one thing about this guy, too. Not only is his hair amazing, very well clean cut guy, like super clean.
Yeah.
The shoe game, Tom. I don't know how much you're into shoes. He came out there with a pearly brand new pair of shoes, Jordan 11, smoking. Like, I bet you Seho can tell you about them. Brand new clear Jordan 11 sitting in the mud. And I'm saying, that's the mayor right there. That's how you mayor it up. When people want to vote and stuff, like, let's just look at shoes. Let's look at, key catchphrases and stuff like that. If you want to mayor in my town, your shoes better be on point and you better be ready to stand in the mud. And that's our mayor. Send this to him. We approve.
All right. Zim, it's always great having you with us. Be ready to go now next week on Monday because this Cowboys game, I continue to say this is a must-win. They have to win this game. No Dak Prescott. They're a better team. They're a better roster. They got to have this game, and I think they go down there and get it. So do you stream the game, Zim, for people who want to watch you watch the game? Do you still do that?
Sometimes. I don't know how the NFL feels. I don't know how they feel about it. So if you know me, you know me. You can, I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. I got you. Zim, have a good weekend, my man. We love you. God bless you. Have a good weekend, all right?
All right, let's get this dub, Tom.
All right. That's a deal. That's Zim WhoDey. He's the best. He is the best. Love that guy.